Hello everyone, all are there. Okay? All can you hear? Okay. So, now we are talking about up to 12 weeks. हम जो gestational age measure करते हैं, what we are measuring is gestational age up to 12 weeks is by CRL. All you have read in the ultrasound that CRL measures this. What is that? CRL is called crown rump length. Why? Because up to 12 weeks, what happens? A embryo is gradually developing into the human form. At present, abdomen, hand, leg are not properly differentiated. So, we measure crown means most topmost part of the head. So when we see any topmost part on the head to toe, that is called crown rump length. So up to 12 weeks, embryo is measured or fetus is measured as a CRL. After 12 weeks, there is a development of the fetal brain, all fetal organs. So, after that, measurement will be in BPD, AC and FL that I will tell you later on. We are talking up to first trimester. So, up to first trimester, we measure in the CRL. That is for your information. What is mean that? Crown rump length. Now moving to the second trimester. So first trimester, what we have learned? Patient is presenting to you with history of amenorrhea, morning weakness, fatigue, lethargy, breast discomfortness. You will going to see changes mostly per vaginally, not per abdominally. You can confirm your diagnosis with the help of urine pregnancy test. If you had doubt, go for serum beta HCG level and confirmed with ultrasound. Now moving to the second trimester. First trimester is up to 12 weeks. Second trimester is here wrongly written by mistake 13 to 28 weeks. Sorry, 28 weeks. Not 13 to 24 weeks, it is 28 weeks. Patient feels feeling of life, that is called quickening. Quickening. Perception of fetal movement. In primary, it is felt by 20 to 22 weeks. In multigravida, it will felt by 18 weeks. So, feeling of fetal sensation, patient will felt at 20 to 22 weeks. There is a progressive, gradual enlargement of abdomen now able to see. Now the clinical sign. Again chloisma that I already told you. Butterfly shaped pigmentation on the both side of the cheek, that is called chloisma. Per abdomen, you see linea nigra, black belt-like structure, black belt-like deposition from pubic symphysis to the umbilicus, that is linea nigra development, along with gradual stretch marks due to mechanical stretching of the skin you can see on the lower abdomen. Now palpation. Measure the fundal height. You can measure with the help of measuring tape or with gradual clinical knowledge by just putting your hand on the lady, pregnant lady. You can tell this is this much of pregnancy. As we discuss, up to 12 week, it is you cannot assume, but as advances, uterus will become the abdominal organ. So at 14 weeks, it is felt as a suprapubic bulge. Now you have to remember this figure. So what is at 16 week? You will find midway between pubic symphysis and umbilicus. In the middle of pubic symphysis and umbilicus, if you fill uterus at this level, it is 16 weeks. If you fill uterus at umbilicus, it is 24 weeks. If you fill uterus upper 2/3 and lower 1/3 from umbilicus to xiphisternum, that is 28 weeks. So how we can, by just doing palpation, we can say this is umbilicus. So up to 12 weeks it is pelvic organ. So it is like this way. Suppose if in the middle it is 16 weeks, then at umbilicus is 24 weeks, then above that 28 weeks, more above is 32 weeks. It is like, so you have to keep this figure in your mind when you do the practice. You can fill the fetal parts from second trimester onwards, and you can fill the active fetal movement. You can auscultate with stethoscope fetal heart sound by 20 weeks. Now, the investigations. As we discussed, up to 12 weeks, you will measure the length by crown drum length or estimate the age of embryo by CRL. In second trimester, with development of organ on ultrasound, you will find BPD. What is that? Biparietal diameter. What is that? I am telling you. Suppose this is a fetal head. Maximum point on head is called BPD. Biparietal diameter. Got it? Then measuring HC. HC means head circumference. So whole this circumference is measured in millimeter is called HC. So understood difference between BPD and HC? Maximum 2 point on head is BPD and whole circumference is HC. So head measurement with help of BPD and HC. What is AC? That is abdominal circumference. Abdominal circumference. This is abdominal section. A radiologist will take. Here it will see the stomach, bladder, liver, everything. So whole abdominal area is considered and measurement of, please mute yourself, measuring this circumference is called AC. Got it? Now FL, not FC, here FL. What is that? Femur length. Femur length. Measuring femur length from here to here is called FL. So, estimation of fetal size weight depends on measurement of after 12 weeks measured by BPD, HC, FL and AC. So now onwards when you see any ultrasound report, you will confirm by 12 weeks they will measure by CRL and after 12 weeks they will measure in the form of BPD, HC, AC and FL. Biparietal diameter, head circumference, abdomen circumference and the fetal femur length. Check site for placenta and the grade. You have to check placenta. Normal all the placenta development is on fundal side, anterior or the posterior. But in certain cases, placenta may develop over internal os. That condition is called placenta previa. Sometimes placenta developed at a lower side. What is that? Show me you. This is uterus. Okay. Normally, placenta is developed here. So it is called fundal placenta. If it grows like this is called fundo-anterior. Or if it is grows posteriorly, it is called fundo-posterior. But when this placenta develop over this internal os, it is called placenta previa. Sometimes they will write placenta low lying. What is that? Develop like this. It is called low lying placenta. In 70%, it gradually goes upwards by 7 months. But if it remains in this position, it can cause bleeding at any time and it's an obstetric emergency. So, every time placental site along with grade means placental maturity. So, when the pregnancy gradually advancing from grade 1, it transfer to grade 2 and grade 3 E means it is post mature. At a full term, you will find grade 3 placenta. So, once grade 3 placenta develop, there is a decreased blood flow from mother to baby. Check for amniotic fluid index. What is that? Suppose this is uterus. This is baby. And here is a placenta. And here is placenta. Umbilical cord is attached here, like umbilical cord. Okay. So amniotic fluid is a water present around the baby. Here, these all are amniotic fluid. So you have to measure 1, 2, 3 and 4. 4 pockets of amniotic fluid you have to measure, and you have to check whether fluid is okay or not. That we will going to discuss in our investigation part. But at least you should know in second trimester, check for normal growth, placental site, grading, amniotic fluid index and rule out anomaly. Congenital anomaly ruled out at 20 to 22 weeks of the pregnancy. Then third trimester. From 28 weeks, not 26 here, my assistant had made a mistake to write 28 to 40 weeks. Correct it, please correct it. So here there is a patient present as enlargement of abdomen, increased frequency as we discussed earlier due to inflamed mucosa and feeling fetal movement. Clinical sign, uterine size at 32 weeks. Remember that figure. 32 weeks, it is upper and middle 1/3 from sternum to umbilicus. At 36 weeks, it is at a xiphisternum, exactly at a xiphisternum. This is xiphisternum and this is umbilicus. So 32 weeks, it is here. Sorry, 36 weeks, it's here. And at a 40 weeks, again it will comes to lower down. Why? because after 36 weeks, fetal head enters into the perineum. So that's why maximum at 36 weeks reaches up to sternum and then it comes to lower down. You can feel the fetal part and auscultate the fetal heart. Investigations again check for growth, placenta and amniotic fluid index. Yeah, we have to differentiate also sometimes patient present with amenorrhea and all these symptoms. So by ultrasound and by clinical examination, you should differentiate from uterine fibroid, ovarian tumor, hematometra and the pseudocyst. Because sometimes what happens, patient may have symptoms all of this pregnancy, so always confirm with your clinical examination and with ultrasound, because your abdominal enlargement could happen with fibroid, ovarian tumor, hematometra or sometimes pseudocyst development. So you have to make a DD. So here I complete my this today's lecture. Hope you all like it or it may be helpful in your practice. From tomorrow, we are continue this session for 10 days. So those who are interested can contact for further details. Hello. Now, one by one can ask a questions. Dr. Mrunalini has raised the hand. If you had any question, please go ahead. If have anyone questions, please can ask a question. Anyone? I am audible or not audible? Hello? I am audible? Dr. Ankita, Dr. Jigisha? Dr. Okay. Okay. So if you had any doubt or questions regarding today's lecture, can ask a question. Dr. Ekta? Okay. Please can ask a question. Okay. Dr. Renu? हाँ प्लीज हाँ बोलिए. नो, ट्राइसोमी चेकिंग जो होता है दैट कम्स इनटू द क्वाड्रुपल मार्कर टेस्ट. सो वो 14 वीक्स पे आता है. वो टूमोरोज जो लेक्चर है एंटीनेटल स्क्रीनिंग का, उसमें पूरा इन्वेस्टिगेशंस का पार्ट आएगा कि हम कौन से स्टेज पे कौन से इन्वेस्टिगेशंस कराएंगे और कैसे कैसे ऑल एनोमॉलीज रूल्ड आउट करेंगे. सो दैट विल कम इन टूमोरोज लेक्चर in which we ruled out each and every investigations to rule out all the anomalies and screening. So tomorrow's lecture is on antenatal screening. Okay. So from today's lecture, if you have any questions, you can ask anyone. You can ask a question regarding today's lecture. हाँ हाँ बोलिए. कोई अच्छा ओके. हाँ हाँ ओके. मैं रिकॉर्डेड वीडियो भी भेजती हूँ और दूसरी बार समझाती हूँ. बीटा HCG विल डिटेक्ट यूरिन प्रेगनेंसी टेस्ट क्या है, दैट विल डिटेक्ट HCG लेवल इन यूरिन. ओके. नाउ व्हेन वी हैव डाउट इन यूपीटी, समटाइम्स व्हाट हैपन्स, फेंट यूपीटी आती है या कई बार यूपीटी पॉजिटिव होती है और अल्ट्रासाउंड में नहीं दिखता है. और व्हेन वी हैव इन डाउट, तो for confirmation, always whenever you have doubt, do the beta HCG. Beta HCG usually we are doing in IVF pregnancy because that detect 4 to 5 days earlier than the UPT. That detect beta HCG level in the blood. So if patient beta HCG is more than 100, that means pregnancy is there. But we cannot see where it is. For normal intrauterine pregnancy development, your serum beta HCG value should be doubled at every 48 hours. हर 48 घंटे पे बीटा HCG should be doubled. If it fails to double, suppose आज मैंने बीटा HCG सुबह 11 बजे किया, वो 400 है. Again I will repeat on Sunday. So it should be 800. If it fails to double, then there could be the chance of ectopic pregnancy. Or sometimes we find beta HCG in a lakhs, 1 lakh, 2 lakh, which should not be there. So there may be the chance of vesicular mole or choriocarcinoma. So this is the significance of beta HCG. Clear? Okay. So anyone have a doubt? Can ask a question or we will end the meeting. Those are interested for this further continuation of the course can contact on 9727994644. Here is the number. This is a obstetric course module for 10 days. Here we will going to discuss every day every one by one topic. Tomorrow's topic is antenatal screening and whole investigations. Which investigations to be prescribed at what time and how to read it and how to explain the patient. So tomorrow's lecture is on antenatal screening and day after tomorrow or Monday's lecture is on how to read ultrasound report. Then all the topics like vomiting in pregnancy, bleeding in pregnancy, anemia in pregnancy, every topics will going to cover. So it's a whole 10 days module. So those who are interested can register for this course. And I am ending this meeting now. Okay? And from Monday onwards, since 5 p.m., 5 to 6 p.m., our gynec course is also going to start. So, if you have any doubt or if you have any query, please contact on this number. So, I am ending the meeting. Hope this is fruitful all of you. Bye-bye to you. Have a happy weekend. Have a happy day. Everyone, goodbye.